Good evening. This is an interesting video. I've been researching this phenomenon of how these alien hybrids or whatever, and the whole world there's something big going on. And this story about the mall incident over in the States caught my eye, because this is not the first time we've heard of strange things happening. As you know, the story is that a lot of people say these alien giants was in the mall, and the police were called, and a mass call out came because to take care of the problem. But what it turns out is the police are denying this, and there's some various clips here I'd like you to watch, and you'll see that something doesn't quite ring true. And these giants they've been seen quite recently over in the States and various places throughout the world. Been hard to get some clips, but I found these clips, so I'll show these now just for your view, and be interested to see what you think. So anyway, hit subscribe, because we need some subscribers at the moment. We're a brand new channel, only been going a week, so appreciate any help we can get, because we have 20 years of experience, knowledge and stuff to bring to the table. So have a watch and then you decide. Thanks for watching.
Social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. It's actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami, in Bayside Marketplace at the...
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout, but what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blankie, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, yeah, I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, it started almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, you know, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Cause like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first #1 priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. You know, it's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so like, you know, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And you know, obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, a cop stopped us. You know, they took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. You know, they wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, you know, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking. And it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, you know, that it was just interesting, the police response, because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder, because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And you know, they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car, we went home, because, you know, we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure, like, you know, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like, it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something like really big, but at the same time, it's confusing, because like, you want to kind of like show people. Like, I wish I took a video, man, like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like, they were pretty tall. You could see some facial. They were very dark, like, and shiny. But I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny. and yeah, and you know, long limbs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy. But that maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever, like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever.
Witness claims that it's a tall shadow figures, and some claim that it's a Project Bluebeam.
Watch right here. You can see something
Mid-screen,
really
you see that?
tall and kind of translucent. Right there. See it?
There.
By
Mid-screen,
the palm
mid
tree.
mid
And
photo.
now it's going to walk in
See that
front
subtle
of
figure walking through the lights?
that building.
It's
You
about
see
10
how it's
feet
kind
tall.
of translucent?
Believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two f***s, but I am telling you right now that back there is not real.
What did you really mean by that?
It was a figure of speech, like he's not being real.
Like when you say this person's fake or this
Yeah.
person's not real, he's not
Yeah.
quote unquote keeping it real.
Yeah.
You weren't saying that this person is not a real
Yeah.
person.
Yes.
Why did you think the people were in danger on the flight?
Just due to the altercation. I don't want to go into too much detail.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise. Sources telling 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
You might not see me post ever again. My videos weren't fake.
This is the strange story of Andrew Dawson under the TikTok handle Andy Capped, who claimed on his TikTok channel to have filmed a giant on top of a mountain in the Jasper National Park in Alberta, Canada, and then documented a strange series of events trying to refilm the entity in the following months, leading up to some tragic events.
Você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Ou não vem à noite?
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Parece, sabe aquele você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Ou não vem à noite?
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Parece, sabe aquele você consegue captar as vibrações? Vem até nós. Ou não vem à noite?
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Parece, sabe aquele
morro, olha. Olha ali, olha ele no meio do morro.
Ele vai ser muito camufladão,
A gente tá 1,5 km daqui, né?
Olha só, ele tá descendo agora. Ele tá descendo daqui, ó.
Gente, é muito
Cara, menos de um minuto. Olha só. Não, gente, vamos lá, mãe. Vamos. Não, olha lá. Como que se fosse um macaco? Tá conseguindo ver ele ainda?
Uhum.
Em direção a essa pedra aqui. A gente tá 1,5 km daqui, né?
Olha só, ele tá descendo agora. Ele tá descendo daqui, ó.
Gente, é muito rápido. Cara, menos de um minuto.
Olha só.
Não, gente, vamos lá, mãe. Vamos. Não, olha lá. Como que se fosse um macaco? Tá conseguindo ver ele ainda?
Uhum.
Em direção a essa pedra aqui.
So yeah, you've seen what's what now. The interesting thing that I've spotted is straight away no mention of any fireworks, no mention of any kids. There's no kids outside with the police or outside the building. So I think the police story is absolutely a load of rubbish. It's the usual media cover up and blank. I tend to believe what the people actually were saying, and they've all been silenced because they can silence people whenever they want. But that's my opinion, so I'd be interested to know if you want to put in the comments what your opinions are, and see what you think. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and see you with some more interesting news.